All right. I want to welcome everybody here for the start of the broadcast here on HintonComets.tv, powered by Squirtle. Hopefully everyone can hear us. Back out at home after a win yesterday on the road at Fairview. Got a busy week here. Got a big dub 10-zip against Fairview, playing against today the Aaron Pocasset Lady Panthers. More than likely looking at this could be a potential battle for first or second in the district down the road. So this, again, this game right here is very pivotal. And of course, then on Thursday, try to seek a little revenge at Apache to close out the week. Again, Apache first in the district right now, sitting 5-0 last time I checked. I believe the Panthers are 7-1. So these are two teams that if you're interested in that top two spot, you're probably going to have to beat them or split 1-1. And so that all starts today. So we'll be right here in just a moment bringing the pregame shows. We'll be live here with action here in just a moment. Be joined up in the booth today, not flying solo today. So excited to get to have some help up here in the booth. You guys get another perspective, of course, from the coach of the Hinton Comets football team, Grant Potter. So he'll be up here in the booth with us today. And, of course, they got a big game this Friday against Snyder. They got a pair of road games, and so they'll be battling that out. So we'll be right here in just a moment for the pregame show. We'll be right back at you here on HintonComets.tv.
Oklahoma. Join us on Sundays for Bible classes for all ages at 9 a.m., worship at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m., and midweek Bible study on Wednesdays at 7 p.m.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Stream with Pioneer iVideo and more. Live, recorded, on demand, all in HD. Easily find and watch your favorite shows and movies. Anywhere. On any device. Perfect for the entire family. And easy to use. Enjoy Pioneer iVideo today.
All right, I want to welcome everybody back here to the start of the pregame show. We'll be right back with some action here live on the field. Kind of pan over the ladies wearing all white today. Of course, like that, easy to see the numbers, easy to make the calls up here in the booth for sure. Once again, playing against the Lady Panthers here, starting game 2 of 3 district games this week. It's a big week, kind of right at that midpoint of the season. Of course, Lady Comets yesterday got a big win on the road at Fairview, 10-zip. Took advantage of a pitcher who's kind of struggling a little bit, throwing a lot of balls, and some mishaps on defense, the defensive side, and Lady Comets pounced all over it. When you have opportunities like that, you got to take advantage of it. Every win in this district, of course, matters. This is one of the most competitive districts in the state, and 2A as a class is extremely difficult. You've got a lot of talented pitching, and so it's very pivotal that you take advantage of it, especially when you're facing maybe someone who is fresh in the circle or someone that wasn't the leader of the club last year. And so the Lady Comets took advantage of that and got the job done with a 10-zip win. So again, today you're facing a team coached by Coach Muncie, who is a seasoned veteran coach. He knows what he's doing. He's built a fantastic program there, and they have tremendous pitching. They have 2 really good pitchers standing in the circle, and he likes to rotate between those 2 girls. So again, the Lady Comets are going to have their hands full today with good pitching. It's an experienced team. The key for Aaron Pocasset has always been, and we saw this last year in both games that we played, 1-1, of course, here and on the road. Base running was a huge factor. It's hard to really depict a team that is more aggressive on the base pass than Aaron Pocasset as far as, going from last season into this one. They're very, very aggressive, and that's just the way that Coach Muncie coaches them up to be. They want to get on base. Not only that, they want to get aggressive. They want to steal bases because that puts you in opportunities to score. You get yourself in 1 second, you get yourself in third, you get yourself in scoring position, and then, it's all about putting pressure on with your bats. If you get a defensive mishap or an error, well, that can lead, especially if you're in scoring position, it can lead to runs. And so, the real key there is aggressiveness. Aaron Pocasset is very aggressive, so Coach Holman always preaches that you want to be very sound fundamentally defensively. You don't want to make mistakes. You don't want to have errors, because then you put them in a spot to where they could turn those extra bases into a run. Or, maybe they have a leadoff runner on first and 1 out, and all of a sudden you have a mishap behind the plate, and then they're sitting there on second. They're a line drive away from a score. So, defense is going to be very important. And then on the offensive side of the ball, this has been a very good offense at time, but it's been a little inconsistent. And, they've talked about that. They'd like to hit better against good pitching. Of course, every team would like to hit better against good pitching. That's just part of the game is, who's going to be able to get a hold of the other team's pitcher first. And, of course, for the Hinton Comets, Maddie Hamilton's getting the start today in the circle. She's a prolific pitcher, and she had a fantastic outing yesterday. Has had a very strong season so far. I know there's some areas that she would like to improve and get even better, but again, what pitcher wouldn't like to get better? The best of the best are always looking for a way to tweak their game, retool themselves and get better, throw harder, you name it. So, again, it's just all about who is going to get a hold of the other team's pitching first, and, I'm sure the Lady Comets would like to hit a little bit better against premier pitching, and they're going to face that. If they want to have a shot at winning this district or getting one of those top 2 spots, that's what they got to do. And so, again, it starts today. So we'll see what they can do with the bats. Coach Holman always preaches, you want to get that leadoff hitter on, and, that's where it all starts. So getting the leadoff hitter on, whether that be reaching by walk or whether that be, putting one down the alley, the whole goal is to get them first. And you do that, and then your next goal is to advance them over. And they may do that by playing small ball. They may do that by stretching the bats, putting barrel to ball, really taking some hacks. But I'm more than likely I would guess that they're going to choose to be aggressive, play small ball, play smart, and get that runner in scoring position and put them in a chance to drive them home. So, both teams going to have a similar approach. It's 2 veteran coaches. We bragged on Coach Muncie, but, Coach Holman's been around this game for a long time. He's been involved with this for 20 years. He's taken a slow pitch team to, he's taken a fast pitch team to a state title. He's won a state title with a slow pitch team. So, Coach Holman, no stranger to success as well. So, as we pan our camera here over back to home plate, Coach Holman's no stranger to success as well. So 2 good coaches, 2 seasoned vets, 2 teams that are going to battle out for the top of the district. We're glad to have you here on HintonComets.tv. So we'll be right back here in a moment. Of course, going to be joined live here with Coach Grant Potter. So he'll be up here with us in the booth as well. We'll go over lineups here and just kind of letting the girls warm up. We'll be right back here on HintonComets.tv.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call.
All right, I want to welcome you back here on HintonComets.tv. Of course, your Lady Comets getting ready to face off against the Aaron Pocasset Panthers. Lady Panthers, that is, here in a pivotal district softball matchup. So, once again, while we kind of waited out here going over some starting lineups, Sophie Barrett's going to be hitting that one hole. She'll be leading off for the Lady Comets, playing center field. Number 2, Sierra Weathers, she will be playing first. She's batting in the 2-hole. Batting third, Maddie Hamilton, number 9, of course, standing in the circle today as the pitcher. Batting cleanup, handed to Vinny. She'll be behind the dish today as catcher. Batting in that 5-hole, Lissa Hale, number 21. She'll be playing third. Batting 6th, Charlie Van Huss, the shortstop. Batting 7th, Alyssa Gomez, number 15, playing in right. About dropped my phone for a second there. Batting 8th, Ali Bristow. Number 6, she'll be playing out in left. And to round up the lineup, Demi Dollenberg, number 1, who's going to be playing second base. So, again, the usual lineup here for the Lady Comets. If anything changes, of course, we'll let you know. And so we're going to kind of give you a little bit of field here action as they go through sort of the pregame routine. And I'm going to kind of let you guys watch, and we will start here in just a moment. We're probably about 5-10 minutes away for some action here on HintonComets.tv. All right, so just kind of letting you guys watch a little of on-field action there, just kind of a little pregame festivity. So, again, we will be right back here in just a moment. We are minutes away live from action here. The Hinton Lady Comets facing off against the Lady Panthers here at home for a big district matchup. So, again, we're going to take one final commercial break, and then from that point on, we are running with the start of the first inning. So we will be right back here on HintonComets.tv, powered by Squirtle.
AMG Today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging work seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorse Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorse get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
2 words, cash back. 2 more words, you're welcome. Remember that jar in your dresser where you would throw your loose change at the end of the day? Then occasionally, you take the jar to the bank to have it counted and enjoy a bit of a surprise to find there is more in there than you thought. That's Square One Banking, the account with a virtual money jar, and it's offered exclusively by Legacy Bank.
The industry.
Christianity is about walking by faith, living with hope, and sharing our love. And the greatest of these is love. We love God, our neighbors, and one another, and we would be delighted for you to come share the love of God with us at the Hinton Church of Christ, 307 South Spencer in Hinton, Oklahoma. Join us on Sundays for Bible classes for all ages at 9 a.m., worship at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m., and midweek Bible study on Wednesdays at 7 p.m.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Stream with Pioneer iVideo and more. Live, recorded, on demand, all in HD. Easily find and watch your favorite shows and movies. Anywhere. On any device. Perfect for the entire family. And easy to use. Enjoy Pioneer iVideo today.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat.
All right, I want to welcome everybody back here as we are moments away from starting the action here against the Aaron Pocasset Lady Panthers here. Your Lady Comets facing off a big district matchup here on a Tuesday at home. This is the first meeting of the two teams this season. Last year, the Lady Comets faced 2 tough matchups against Aaron Pocasset, of course, district games. You play 1 here and 1 away. Went 0-2 in those, but I tell you what, those were games that could have gone either way. It could have been 2-0 Lady Comets, or it could have been 2-0 Lady Panthers, and that's what it was last year for the Lady Panthers. Just aggressive base running, had a little bit more action with the bats, and was kind of able to take advantage of a couple of mistakes made by our infield defense, and then just some, when they came up here, just some prolific pitching in that second matchup. So just kind of one of those starts that you just throw your hands up and say, what do you do? You know, just I believe she had 16, 17 strikeouts, so it's just one of those kind of days. So this is going to be a very close game, should be very tough. 2 good pitchers in the circle, so excited to see here. Once again, led by, on Aaron Pocasset's side, Coach Muncie. On our side, the Lady Comet side, Coach Jared Holman. As we talked about in the pregame, both veteran coaches. They've been around this game a long time. Coach Holman, of course, has taken a Fastpitch team to a state title. Won a state title here with the slow pitch just a few years ago. So both coaches know what they're doing, been around the game a long time, very successful here, and they're getting pumped up here on the sidelines. They look like they're ready to play some ball here. So before we get started, we're going to go through our starting lineup here one more time for you guys here at home. So leading off, of course, Sophie Barrett, number 7, should be playing center field. Batting in that 2-hole, Sierra Weathers, number 3. Batting in the 3-hole, Maddie Hamilton, number 9. She'll be in the circle today for the Lady Comets. Playing behind the dish, batting cleanup, Hannah DeVinny. Alyssa Hale number 21. She'll be batting 5th and playing 3rd. Charlie Van Huss in the 6th spot. Shortstop, number 8. Alyssa Gomez, of course, they've switched positions recently in the lineup, moved her down to the 7th spot. She's been in some really pivotal at-bats. Number 15, she's playing right field. Of course, Allie Bristow playing in left, batting in that 8-hole. And to round out the lineup, Demi Dollenberg batting at the end of the order, playing 2nd. So again, we'll go over the lineups here and this time we got a lineup card for the Lady Panthers. So for those of you that are from AMPO that might be watching the stream, we will do our best to announce these names. So of course, batting leadoff is Shat. She will be batting in that 2-hole, of course, is Hicks. Batting 3rd is Muncie. Batting cleanup is Peterson, and Peterson, familiar player from last year. Kneeling, batting in the 5-hole. McComas batting 6th. Batting 7th is Knapp. Batting 8th is Malone. Then to round out the lineup is Carpenter. So again, we kind of excited to have here. I have Coach Potter joining me in the booth, getting ready to kind of get started with the action here. Just wrapping up a little pregame. So Coach Potter, how you doing?
Doing good. Glad to be here. I had to run over here real quick. Had to watch my daughter Jill and her junior high game there and try to get over here as quick as I could. So excited about tonight. Looks like two good teams. Very important district battle right here, as I'm sure you talked about in the pregame. So looking forward to just seeing what the Comets can do out here tonight in a really important district matchup.
Absolutely. And so we're ready to get underway. First pitch here, in there for a strike.
Good pitch right there by Maddie. It's actually just talking to Maddie in pregame. We were talking about, like what some of her favorite pitches are and what she likes to do and what kind of her go-to pitches are and things like that. It's really interesting to kind of get her insight on what she likes to do. I don't want to give away any of her secrets or anything, but just some of the things she was kind of talking about and what her approach is. And so, she's had a great season, as we know. Great young pitcher, only a sophomore, but feels like she's been pitching forever.
Absolutely. So. 2-strike pitch, foul back. So again, Lady Panthers, we were talking about earlier, one of the good things, they're probably the most in this district, as far as I know, the most aggressive team along the base pass. They're going to swing the bat, and they're going to try to get on base, try to take advantage of that. They have a lot of speed as they line one out here, fly ball infield, playable. Demi Dollenberg gets a glove on it.
Good job right there by Demi being ready. Yeah, and we talked about this a few weeks ago. A big thing when you get teams like this who are aggressive and like to move is you got to make the routine plays there. So, Demi right there, no error, no nothing. Just field it, get them out, and let's keep on rolling. Coach Holman talked about being able to field bunts and some different things like that. These guys are going to try to get on base and move runners as quickly as they can and steal and things like that. So our girls are going to have to really, really have their head in the game in the field for all 7 innings here.
First pitch at the knees, call the ball, feeds it inside there, gets a strike. That'll count it 1-1. And maybe with the right frame, that first pitch was pretty close.
Pretty close pitch, wasn't it? That was pretty close. Sometimes we talk about that. Man, as a hitter, sometimes I'm amazed. Maybe I just don't have good eyesight, but I'm amazed by some of these pitches that these hitters will take, and I go, ooh, man, that was close, and it was a ball,
Yes.
So it's a good eyesight to hold off. There's a little bit inside right there, but...
Yeah, and I tell you what, it's funny, you talk to umps, and it's different at every level, but umps will tell you, no, we don't look, the frame does not matter. We're making the call when it, reaches the zone, but then you'll see as he throw not in time there, so she'll be safe at first. You'll see a lot of times, though, the catcher will misplay, try to frame it, misplay, and it rolls off that glove, and then they'll call it a ball, and you think, man, if they just framed that pitch and sold it better, would it have been called for a strike,
It's tough to tell, been really tough to tell.
One of the beauties of the game, the art form.
Absolutely, yeah. There's a lot of little details that sometimes can get missed right there.
And with one out here, runner on first. Again, got to watch here. They're aggressive. Shows bunt, but pulls. Strike 1.
Yeah, and on that play before, that was just a tough little chopper right there that, as a shortstop, Charlie's in a tough position right there. If you charge up on it and it gets a hop, it gets behind you. Now she's definitely going to make it and have to play back, but it's a fast runner that you had, and so she was able to beat it, but Charlie, played it well, just a fast runner.
0-1 pitch, fly ball, but wind is going to slow that one down. Bristow gets a glove under it for the second out.
Good job by Allie. Again, another one of those plays you got to make, and this wind, I don't know if you can hear it in our microphones, this wind is no joke on on trying to play that, so great job right there by Allie to get underneath it, make the play, and get 2 outs.
And, that ball more than likely would have stayed in, but you could see from the wind when that thing got up, especially as it got out of the infield, the wind definitely slowed that ball down.
It just kind of died in the air, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, she got a lot on that hit. Just this wind is something else.
So again, this is a pivotal player here batting cleanup. This is a girl that we saw as they're going for second there, throw out in front. Missed the tag though. I tell you what, not a bad throw, but just getting it on the glove and then swiping around for the tag just a little late. And there's the aggressive base running that you see as we got Peterson at the bat, and that's number 25. That's a girl that pitched last season and had like 16, 17 strikeouts and bats in the 4-hole as well. So as she bats, chops one down out of play. But kind of back to the base running there, there's that aggressive base running. And even with 2 outs, runners are moving on contact. That's important right there. You get running scoring position.
Yeah, absolutely. Because, all it takes now, being at second, is you get the ball to the outfield, you got a chance. Because Hicks right there that's on second base can run. She already ran out a chopper a while ago. So, a big difference on being on second as opposed to being on first for a ground ball or, just a well-placed little shot here.
And if I'm the pitcher, if I'm Maddie, of course Maddie's going to battle. She don't really care who's in the box. But I'm thinking you don't want to give her anything that she can drive deep, or if you throw a rise ball, be careful because hitters like this, if they can catch up to that rise ball, they're going to send it a long ways.
Sure.
And she's definitely can hit for power, knowing her well enough. Gets inside there, and there's a third strike.
But like you said, Maddie's going to be aggressive.
Yes.
She went right at her. That's one of the things you got to appreciate and love about her. She's going to come after you.
So the Lady Panthers get one on second, but it's the Lady Comets strand them here. So we'll be right back in just a moment. 0-0 ball game going to the bottom of the first. First time up to bat for the Lady Comets right here on HintonComets.tv.
Each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples, Nix, and Dieselhorst, and we are here to help.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies.
All right, I want to welcome you back here. First time at bat, Lady Comets, top of the order. Sophie Barrett leading off for the Lady Comets. Peterson in the circle for the Lady Panthers.
Look for Sophie to be aggressive here, try to get on base and get things going here, get us started.
First pitch, no chase, misses away. Ball one. Working quickly, 1-0 pitch. Pops it up, playable back to the pitcher, and a quick first out.
Yeah, tough one right there. That was one you could tell, like, that was a pitch Sophie wanted right there. Just wasn't able to get a good bat on it right there, but probably still one that she would go back after. I mean, it was a good pitch, and we went after it, and we'll keep it going. Again, we just got to keep being aggressive.
Set through the line. Fouls at first base side. Sierra Weathers in the box for the Lady Comets, batting that 2 spot. Again, one of the highlights yesterday in that game, 10-0 win over Fairview, was they did a lot of their action with 2 outs. They had 4 innings where they had a crooked number, and tell you what, it seemed like about 5 or 6 of those runs yesterday came with 2 outs. So a lot of clutch hitting yesterday.
Yeah, that's key, and Coach Holman talked about that's going to be key in this game as well. Is who can step up and just get runs across the board. Every run's going to count in this game.
And look at that infield defense there. Picked cleanly by the shortstop, throw to first, plenty of time. And then that's just, we're Comets at heart. I hate to just brag on the other team, but, that's one of the key facets of the Muncie coach teams is their defense is very sound.
I tell you, she not only did she field it clean, but that ball was snapped across to first base very, very quickly. And you even noticed it if you guys were here for the junior high game, that, man, those girls at short and third base, they field it, and that ball is there at first base before you know even what happened. So well coached, and that's what you like to see anytime you're calling a game or out watching a game. You always want to see two well-coached teams battling it out and, going and competing and showing what they're made of.
And I tell you what, that two-pitch sequence right there was, she threw that breaking ball she just threw right there. We saw that several times. She's got a curveball, she's got a changeup, and then can go back and throw for some high velo, can throw some gas. So she's got 3 pitches that work pretty well for her. That's hard.
And that's a tough combo of 3 pitches that you just named right there. I mean, you got to be ready for anything, and that's tough as a hitter to try to, to know what to and stay on balance. And as you see right there,
throw to first clean. Man, I tell you what,
kind of took us off balance right there. That's pretty impressive pitching.
I tell you what. So 3 up, 3 down for the Lady Comets. We'll be right back here in just a moment for the start of the second inning right here on HintonComets.tv.
So you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
2 words, cashback. 2 more words, you're welcome. Remember that jar in your dresser where you would throw your loose change at the end of the day? Then occasionally, you take the jar to the bank to have it counted and enjoy a bit of a surprise to find there is more in there than you thought. That's Square One Banking, the account with a virtual money jar.
All right, I want to welcome you back here, top of the second. Score 0-0. Would like to have a scoreboard here. If we get it working, we'll put it up. But you know what? Me and Coach Potter up here, I think we got that scoreboard down on lock.
Yeah, we'll handle it till we can get that thing working, if we can get it working. But we will keep you updated on the score as we go.
Make a pitch. That's all right. Good spot. Just good take.
Again, that's why I'm glad I'm not a batter, because I'd have swung at that thing. That was a good looking pitch.
And right back there, gets the black that time for a strike.
And that looked like it was like a 1/4 of an inch difference.
Yeah.
Shows how close the game is between ball and strike.
Goes back again, misses away that time. Yeah, that's one of those pitches that you when you're the fan at home, you throw your hands up. You're like, that's the same.
Yeah.
What? But it's a matter of inches. It's a game of inches. Lines that out. That's going to be fair, and we're going to have a leadoff single there. She dots one down the first base line, just stays on the fair side.
Yeah, that's a tough ball right there. There's no way anybody's going to be able to get to that one. So put it in a good spot. Said no leadoff runner on here and no outs.
Yep, batting in of course now we're at the 6th hole of the Lady Panther lineup. For those of you on the Lady Panther side, kind of curious here in the 6th spot. The score is still 0-0, of course. Showing bunt there way inside. Looks like might have caught a piece of her hand. And
yes, I think it definitely hit her. I'm not sure where.
Might have been in on the wrist.
Something like that. Yeah, it kind of had me nervous there. I'm because I thought it was coming up towards her.
They may be waving her back now.
I thought the way it was coming, I thought, oh my gosh, that's about to hit her in the face. That one had me pretty nervous there. But looks like it's gonna be a foul ball.
Yeah, beneficial, of course, to the Lady Comets. So show bunt again, pops that up.
Good. Now you got 2 strikes.
Yep.
So maybe take the bunt game away right here. That's good.
Yeah, you generally bunt game taken away there with 2 strikes. At this point, now you just got to take your pitch, shorten your swing, try to put something in play. as Maddie Hamilton, one of the things we talk about, she does a good job of staying ahead in the count most of the time, and that kind of allows her to work with her pitches, work in her comfort zone, and I think I show bunt there again. I tell you what, lays it down, so that will move the runner over, throw to first in time, and I tell you what, when you're good enough and you're confident enough in what you do, you can do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, one thing I do want to compliment our girls on right there is, one, getting the out, obviously. We played it well. But if you watch, man, we had a really great rotation. Demi got over to first. We got down to second base. We got our, our shortstop went covered third. I mean, we were where we needed to be right there for sure. So you can tell the Comets have practiced it. They're ready for it. It's just now a matter of executing continuously and getting these outs here.
Absolutely, and you want to talk about being in position here. Yesterday, got to brag on the girls there. Fires that in there, another swing and strike, 0-2 the count. We got to brag yesterday. Had the first double play of the season. It was a 3-6 double play. It was kind of a slow roller down the first base line. Scoops up. Sierra scoops it up, makes a tag at first, throws it back to second to get to the shortstop, to Charlie Van Hust, to get the second out. And I asked Coach Holman after the game, I said, was that the first double play this season? And he said yes. And I tell you what a great time to get it in a district matchup.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a big thing. And we've talked about before in some of our previous broadcasts how sometimes those defensive plays can spark the offense. It just gives you a little juice, a little excitement, things like throwing runners out when they try to steal second, double plays, great diving catches, stuff like that, man. It carries over.
Swing and strike.
Good job right
2
there.
away for the Lady Comets. Again, last inning, stranded a runner. This was a theme we saw yesterday. Believe it or not, even though it was a run rule, they had a base runner reach in just about every inning. I think they had 5 for 5. So it seemed like they allow a base runner on, but Maddie doesn't really let it phase her. She does not let it bother her. Gets in there, throws strikes, keeps everything in front of her, and.
Well, and I think for her to, obviously she knows she's a great pitcher and can strike people out, but also you start getting confidence in the players behind you whenever they continually make good plays. And right here, Demi's there at second. But when your defense continually makes good plays for you, it tends to give you that confidence right there.
Yeah, and so again, they're gonna, and again, that's just how softball, baseball goes. Sometimes that's one of my favorite and least favorite sayings. That's how baseball go. Demi's played such a great job defensively all season long. So again, props still to her, regardless. A little mistake there, but it's a 1-zip game. Hey, it's 1 run. You get back in there, you battle. You've played great at that spot at second all year long. You shake it off, you move on.
Absolutely.
It does not change what you've done all season long. So, again, just kind of an error there. And, of course, that allows the runner to score with 2 outs in motion. So, 1-zip, the lead for the Lady Panthers right now. So, we were talking about in the pregame show, of course, one of the things I mentioned was the bats against good pitching. They have shown some really good offensive firepower at times, but this district is good pitching. That's the name of this district, is pitching. And at some point in time, you got to figure out how to get some hits, rack up some runs against good pitching. So today's a good day to do that. And now you're down 1-zip, so it's time to see what the bats can do.
Yeah, now we've seen. We've seen Apache, now we've seen Hampo, and of course Maddie. This district is loaded up when it comes to pitching. So you should see a lot of games here that
fly ball, left field, and they'll reach out there as Alyssa goes back to the fence, but can't make a play on it. Demi tracking behind her too. They're hungry for that third out. I think anytime you play, you make an error. The next thing you want to do is give me the ball.
Let's get them out of here and let's get back in the dugout, regroup, and let's go. Yep.
And so runners are just joining us here. Ampo leading 1-zip. Runners on second and first, but 2 outs. Maddie in the circle, throws a pitch, catches the inside for a strike.
Yep, that was a great pitch.
Set, working quickly through the line, drives that one, third base side. That's a good piece of hit, and they're going to wave her around. Throw to home, strong throw, get the glove down, not in time.
Great effort right there, great throw by Allie. Man, what a play. Man, she was aggressive, threw it home, played it well. Again, we were that close to having that out right there. That was, I kind of just expect her to field it and throw it to the cutoff, and she sent it home right there.
She took matters in her own hand.
That was a good play right there by Allie. Give give our girls a shot to get that out. It's a great play.
Yeah, and I tell you what, you can't say enough about that. I was watching that, and I'm like, I'm same thing as you. I'm thinking cut off. She uncorks one, lets it go. And I tell you what, get that glove gets down a little bit quicker at home plate, and it's tough to do that. She had to reach up and get it.
Right.
But I tell you what, I don't know if that was just quite the power there, and it would have been that would have maybe lit this place on fire had we had out there for the third one to get that glove down. So.
Oh yeah, that'd been an incredible way to end an inning right there for sure.
And we got to brag on the fans a little bit too. We have fans really all down both baselines. Great crowd out here today, and got according to some of the Comet Crazies here came out from practice.
Got a little student section going. Yeah, most of those boys were over at football practice, getting over here. Got a couple of guys in basketball and some off-season stuff right now, but yeah, like I said, one thing we've found out about this group over the last year and this year so far is, man, our kids support each other. They get out and they try to get to each other's games, and you love that. That's what high school sports is all about. One of the things that makes it great is the student sections and them getting wild and crazy. I mean, heck, Friday night against there we go.
And good play there for the 5-3 put out, and so there's the third out. And so again, Ampo kind of cleaned up some things there. Got 2 runs on the board, leading over your Lady Comets 2-zip. So we will be right back here in just a second for the bottom, of the second inning, right here on HintonComets.tv.
And it's offered exclusively by Legacy Bank.
The industry.
Christianity is about walking by faith, living with hope, and sharing our love. And the greatest of these is love. We love God, our neighbors, and one another, and we would be delighted for you to come share the love of God with us at the Hinton Church of Christ, 307 South Spencer in Hinton, Oklahoma. Join us on Sundays for Bible classes for all ages at 9 a.m., worship at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m., and midweek Bible study on Wednesdays at 7 p.m.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Stream with Pioneer iVideo and more. Live.
All right, I want to welcome you back here, bottom of the second. Lady Comets currently trailing the Lady Panthers 2-zip. 3 up, 3 down last time around. We'll see if Hannah DeVinny can change that. Batting in the 4 spot. Standing in, of course, Peterson in the circle for the Lady Panthers. First pitch. Takes a big swing and strike.
Yeah, that was a big. If she got a hold of that one, that might have been trouble right there. She was swinging.
Coach Holman talks a lot about, of course, every team wants to get the leadoff hitter on, but this is one player right here that I tell you a big thing is, oh man, that breaking ball just really woes up. One of the big things she's changed in her game this year, she did a little bit of last year, but she has gotten really good at stealing bases. I mean, she's very aggressive, but she has like sneaky speed on the base paths, and so she gets on. I would not be shocked to see her steal a bag or two.
Absolutely, yeah, for sure. She's got the power to knock one out of the park, but she does run well. I think it's the DeVinny genetics there, because her brother Graydon's the same way. Big, strong kid, but you see him run, all of a sudden he can take off and he can go. So
set through the line pitch, takes another big swing for a strike.
She's right there on it. I mean, that's one of those that you go, man, those may be strikes, but as the game goes on, she also may get a hold of one of those and put it out here into the bleachers or the back of the trucks out here.
And takes another big swing and strike there. But one thing you're thinking too, and I'm sure Coach Holman's kind of relaying this to them, when you're down 2-zip and you're facing a good pitcher, like, hey, you may have to be aggressive at the plate at some point in time. You're going to have to take some hacks. You can't sit there and always wait on, especially if it's over the plate and it's a strike. You can't sit there and sit on strikes. You got to swing the bat.
Well, and win, lose, or draw, you want to be aggressive. You know what I mean? You never want to go into an entire game or a single at bat whatever the case may be, you don't ever want to look at it and go, oh, man, this would have been better if I'd have just gone after it. You'd rather say, oh, okay, hold on, I need to rein it back in just a little bit, you know. And I know as coaches, we always have a saying of, you know, you'd rather have to rein a kid in than spur them on, you know. So if they're going to go for it and we're going to swing and we're going to, you know, try to get ourselves on base, I mean, you can't really complain about that. You're facing a good pitcher. You got to go after him. You can't sit back and be timid. If we sit back and be timid, she'll get after us all night. We got to swing the bat for sure. So I'm glad our girls are going after it.
Gets a miss out there. Count 1-2. Tries to get her to chase. Which figure you do with an 0-2 count. See what she throws here. Puts one up. Fly ball. Sky high. See if the second baseman get a glove under. It does in time for the second out. That was Alyssa Hale in the box, of course.
Yep.
For the second out. So that brings Charlie Van Huss up to bat with 2 outs. And again, both pitchers, you know, one thing about her, Peterson and Maddie Hamilton, good pitchers work quick. I like it. You know, they get in there, they don't mess around, they don't waste time, they get their signal, and see right there, they just throw their first pitch as quick as they can.
Going. Well, that's one of the great things I think we've talked about when you and I know have just off the air and stuff, like when you watch the College World Series of softball and things like that, man. That's why softball is growing in appeal. Is it's a great game, first of all, but the pace of it's so good. You know, the pitchers work quick. The actual plays happen quickly. You know, infield ground ball. I mean, it's going to happen just like that. It's a fun game to watch, and
it is.
You can understand why it's growing in popularity. And obviously, here in Oklahoma, softball's been a big deal for a long time, but now, you know, I think people are starting to see nationwide how great of a sport it is and how athletic and competitive these girls are. It's awesome to see.
It is, and you know, the thing too, I think it was a pitcher. Of course, I never pitched, never was a pitcher myself, but one of the things pitchers always talk about is rhythm. You know, that's another thing too. The pace of the game it's important because you get in a rhythm. You know, and if she pops one up here, going to be under the glove of the left fielder. She makes the clean catch for the third out. So, again, relatively smooth inning defensively for the Lady Panthers as the Hinton Comets come up with zeros for the second inning. We'll be right back here in just a moment for the start of the third, right here on HintonComets.tv.
Recorded, on demand, all in HD. Easily find and watch your favorite shows and movies. Anywhere. On any device. Perfect for the entire family. And easy to use. Enjoy Pioneer iVideo today.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people.
All right, I want to welcome you back here. Quick break for the start of the top of the third. Batting in the 3-4 spot here, or 3 and 4 up for the Lady Panthers. His first pitch foul back. Again, just kind of recap that last inning. Had a quick 2 outs and then had a ground ball that just got past the glove of Demi Dollenberg that allowed the runner to reach, and then a kind of a scorching line drive down the third base side. Scored the second one, although it was one awesome throw by Allie Bristow to try to get that one down in time. It's a good line drive here off the hand of Charlie Van Huss, not in time. Hard hit ball, tough play, and the leadoff runner reaches again for the Lady Panthers.
Tough play right there, going to her right, trying to get your glove on it and get back across. It was going to be a tough play, no matter what. Just with the way that was hit, it's going to be a tough play to try to get her out with how well that girl runs. So, good job keeping in front.
First pitch, Peterson in the box, of course, the pitcher, who's in the circle for the Panthers, batting cleanup. Pretty cool when you can be the pitcher and bat cleanup, you know?
Yeah, that's not bad. Not too bad.
Second pitch. Big swing for a strike. And so again, defense, you just kind of, I like watching the infield defense sometimes. You know, you got a runner on first, you know what your keys are, where you got to be. Just prepare because they know she's going to be aggressive and try to steal second, you know.
Well, and you know, you and I were talking earlier about kind of the unseen details and stuff like that. You know, and there's so many scenarios that play out in this game that these girls have to know and be aware of and things like that. Like, I mean, I know you can't really see it on our camera, but
drives one, hard hit ball. Well fielded by Bristol. You just got to basically at that point play the hop.
Yep. And I was literally just about to say our outfield has scooted back to play back because they knew power hit her up, and then of course, like you said, watching our infield as they move around for the different things, and so many little details and scenarios as a coach that you have to go through as a softball, baseball coach. So I've always had a lot of respect for those guys and girls who coach these games because, man, there is so many details that you have to be good at, and everything that that you go through. I'm sure you look at things like, hey, you're going to throw it to third here unless this is going on, and it's how you cover all of those things. I don't know if you just have a monster checklist and say, okay, we got to do this, but it's tough. It's really impressive when you see well-played softball.
Yes. So now we're to the 6th hole for the Lady Panthers. Of course, want to mention a courtesy runner comes in for number 25 at first base. So not sure who that courtesy runner is, but just want to let the fans know at home we got a courtesy runner on first. So again, runners on first and second. Lady Panthers leading 2-0. So kind of a tough situation here. We'll see what they make of it. Shows Bub, pops that up, is playable. Actually rolls off the backstop there. Hard to see from center field wall sometimes if that thing's going to hit the backstop wall or not.
The depth perception from out here is a little tough when it goes back that way, for sure.
But I tell you what, if you know it's in play, Hannah, the way she's played catcher position this year, she's probably going to get a glove on it.
She's going to go for it. There's no doubt.
Pitch takes a big swing and strike. 2 strikes there off of back-to-back foul balls. And again, I'm thinking, with no outs here, even if at this point with 2 strikes, even if, I need a sacrifice hit here. I want to get my runners over to second and third.
Yep.
Regardless of how you get it done, try to put a ball in play, try to do something, maybe get a sacrifice hit out in the outfield, something where you can get those runners over.
And if you're Hinton, and this is something Coach Holman talks about all the time, that's the best case scenario right there for the Comets, was to get the foul ball and popped out. Great job by Sierra. I know something Coach Holman always talks about, though, on the defensive side is, hey, if we're in that scenario, or even this scenario right now, running to first and second, 1 out, you get a ground ball, let's go to first and let's get the out.
Yep.
Let's get the out, and that way now we're kind of more in control of what happens from here, and don't get caught up in trying to throw this girl out or this girl out. Let's just get the out and keep rolling along, because we're good enough defensively that we'll get them. We'll get to that third out if we just make the play we need to make, and we'll limit any damage they can do.
First pitch in there for a strike, working quickly 0-1, tries to bunt it down third base side, foul. So quick, 2 strikes, and an out here would be pretty big, of course.
Awesome, yep, definitely need it right here.
Yeah, we'll see if we can't catch. Just kind of show some fans action here. Got a runner on first and second. Just kind of show you that lead. Fly ball, playable. Hale, Lisa Hale puts a glove on it there. So
perfect. That's great pitching right there, and great fielding. Great job of making sure we handle the routine plays right there. Great job by the Comets.
And so again, here's a big moment here. You think of 2 outs, but last time you had 2 outs, again, solid defense. Keep your head on straight.
Yeah, let's just get out of the inning. Focus in on what you need to do. Fundamentals right here.
Everything's in front of you. All you need is that out, basically that out at first.
Yeah, and right here, I'm sure, Coach will tell, hey, make the easy play. You got forces at each base. If Alyssa gets a ground ball right by the base, touch the bag, let's get out of here. Same thing for second. Make the easy play. Yep,
you got to force at every base, except for home. Set. Takes a step through the line, misses up, going for third, throw, got to get the tag. Misses on the tag. I tell you what, the throw was there in time, but just kind of adjusting her body to get that tag around.
It was a tough spot on that catch to try to get herself back around. So.
And a smart slide by number 7, of course.
She did. You notice that she slid away from where we were. She kind of went to the far side of the bag right there,
And again, that's just a testament to coaching. They know exactly what to do, and it doesn't matter there. Gets third strike. So, Lady Comets get out of the jam, keep that deficit at 2 runs, trailing 2-zip. We will be right back for the start of the bottom of the 3rd inning here in just a moment on HintonComets.tv.
And our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples, Nix, and Dieselhorst, and we are here to help.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group.
All right, I want to welcome you back. Bottom of the 3rd. Score still 2-zip. Lady Panthers lead. First pitch misses down and away. Alyssa Gomez in the box for the Lady Comets. Second pitch. Tries to hit that spot again. This time finds it for a strike. And again, interesting strike zone. Again, I don't want to be too critical because that is just, you would never see me being up in a game because that is a tough job.
No,
but
not a job I could do.
I tell you that right there, that's one back to the pitcher. And quick put out. Quick outs. Seems to be the story of the game right now. Quick outs.
Yep.
For the Lady Panthers. Of course, when you play, you just play at an elite level of defense. Everything just seems like it moves faster.
Right.
They get a glove on ball faster. They get the throw. The putouts are faster. Just everything seems like it's at a different speed.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you can tell this is a really good team, and I'm sure they've got some high hopes for their postseason and where they're going to go and stuff like that. So. And the crazy thing is to even be mentioned in postseason, but this is a really important week for the Lady Comets here. With 3 district games, and almost yesterday was almost a must-win scenario for the Lady Comets. Just to, they need to win those games like that against teams that they are the better team, and then you look at hey, a team like Campo, man, they're a really good team, and they're second, and Apache's first. So those are the games where you go, okay, we know that's where we want to be, and we got to go play really well in those games. But you got to go win the games you're supposed to win, and they took care of that yesterday. And big couple of games, this one, and then at the end of the week going to Apache as well. So
yeah, that's that is tough on the schedule. You got to follow back to back this game and then hit the road Thursday for Apache. Regardless of the outcome of this one, got to turn around 2 days, play another one against first place. As Pops one up there out of play.
Well, softball season too it's so different and unique in the sense that it starts before school. You know what I mean? So it's August 30th. We feel like, hey, we've only been in school a couple weeks, but these girls they've been playing games now for going on a month almost. So
Pops one up, right field side.
So you look up and all of a sudden you go, oh man, we're halfway through a schedule. You know, I mean, I don't know that we're actually halfway.
I tell you what, we are close. At the end of this week, we will be maybe 2 or 3 games from the halfway point of the season.
Isn't that crazy?
It is.
I feel like we're just getting started. And
yeah, I mean, to me, softball's a 2-month season basically. It's mostly, of course, playoffs roll into October, but it's mostly August and September. Mm-hmm. That's your season.
Yeah. Well, and while we mention that, just want to. You mentioned the crowd earlier. You got a good crowd out here tonight, and I want to, encourage everybody, if you can, we appreciate you joining us here on HintonComets.tv. But if there's ever a chance to get out here to watch these girls play, man. They are fun to watch. They're aggressive. They get after it, and they play really, really tough. Good brand of softball. So if you get a chance, come out and watch these girls. Come support them. I know they'd appreciate it.
You got to brag here. Allie Bristow draws the leadoff walk. That is huge because now you get the 9-hole, and you're back at the top of your lineup after this. So,
yep, exactly.
Post one down, foul ball.
And looks like right here, Demi's going to try to move the runner. May end up being a little sacrifice here, but that's what you want.
Yeah, if you get the runner on second, you get your leadoff hitter, Sophie Barrett. You go back to the 1.
Well, and you look at it and you go, okay, Allie and then Demi and Sophie. I mean, those 3 girls have speed. Like they can
rolls
go
past the pitcher.
Perfect play. Great job right there by Demi. Great job, and great job by Allie being aggressive on the base path right there. So this is what I was just saying, a scenario I'm going through. Now you got runners on first and second, and then Sophie up at the plate. That if these girls get on, they can go, they can run. So, I mean, you practically have a dang relay team out there on the base path right there. So
just give you guys
good contact. Let's go.
Just give you guys an update here. Tying scores 2-zip. Tying run on first. Go ahead run at the plate.
No outs.
Drives one. That's going to get down. Yep. Oh, and they're going to get caught here. She's going back to third.
We're good.
They looked out a little bit there. You go. She kind of heads up and then gets back to third. She kind of checked and then got back in time. So,
that was a tough one because from our perspective, we could see it was going to drop. But man, when you're that runner on second, that's a tough one to see. Is it going to get down? Is it going to go? And Coach Oman's coaching everybody up on what to do right there. But you also know if you're Allie, you don't want to get caught in between and end up in a double play situation. And so now we're in a great scenario here. No outs, bases loaded.
And I'll tell you who's about to be standing in that box in just a moment. Maddie Hamilton, who has the 2 home runs on the season for the Lady Comets, hits for power. And I tell you what, one missed spot, and she could absolutely not only, she could blow this game open, put them on a 2-run lead. Of course, the Lady Comets trailing 2-zip, but no outs, bases loaded.
I think Sierra is actually going to be up to bat here first, and then we got Maddie.
That's right. Yeah, excuse me. But Sierra, Sierra's a power hitter too, batting that 2-hole. So
Sierra can move runner, and she's very experienced.
Yeah, excuse me. Yeah,
she's a senior. Like this is the best case scenario right now for the Comets with Sierra up, Maddie in the hole or on deck, and bases loaded, no outs. I mean, this is where you got to put runs on the board here.
All right, so they talk things over.
And again, great job by Allie, Demi, and Sophie getting on base, giving us a chance right here. And that's, you've talked about before, the importance of the 8-hole, the 9-hole, and stuff like that, and getting those runners on base and being, setting up the top of the lineup. So,
take a pitch, foul out of play.
She wanted that one, boy. She wanted that one.
So 1-1 the count. And again, basically another element to that, it puts pressure on the pitcher too, because you don't want to walk in a run as either. You got to be careful where you spot your ball, And good pitch there. I tell you what, that's a good pitch.
For sure, yeah. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, I mean, you have to start throwing the ball over the plate a little bit because of the scenario you're in.
And with no outs, and they got to spot one over the plate, I'm not blaming her for swinging the bat.
No, absolutely not.
Now I got to shorten up here, 1-2 count. Good pitch there, draws it back. This one's going to be against the wall. Hits that wall. It's going to score 1, score 2, rounding third, sitting Sophie home.
Yep.
Third time.
Great job by Sierra. Wow.
Bases clearing triple.
That is awesome. And again, senior stepping up, making the play that needed to be made. That is big time softball right there. Great job, Sierra. Great job, girl. Man, I'm proud of her. That was awesome.
So that's a 3 RBI bases clearing triple for Sierra Weathers. That brings Maddie Hamilton up as now your Lady Comets leading 3-2 over the Panthers. Breaking ball misses in.
And man, again, going back, you put this all together as a team game, and those 3 runners getting themselves on base, finding a way, and now all of a sudden, look at that. One swing of the bat by an experienced senior, and we got a good situation here. Now we're going to get
going for home. Slide in time. Safe.
Another great play by Sierra. Let it go. Let her make that throw. Great job, Maddie. Great job getting a runner home, helping yourself out. As a pitcher, you want as many runs as you can get in there. So great job, 4-2. And we talked about a while ago whenever Hannah was taking her cuts that we're like, man, if they ever get that timing. We're swinging hard, so, you know, I feel like this inning we kind of got a little rhythm to us.
Big swing there, handed to Vinny in the box, back to the 4-hole. So your Lady Comets now leading 4-2 is getting down and safe in time.
Heck of an inning right there. Obviously we want to keep putting more on the board, but man, everybody just doing their part. That's good stuff.
Misses up, ball 1. And I tell you what, you know, it helps too a little bit for these pitchers, seeing them that second, third time through the lineup. You know, maybe may have saw something. You know, baseball and softball is really a game of inches, and sometimes you see things. Of course, they've faced this pitcher before, and sometimes just that first time through the lineup, you make some adjustments, you see a couple things, and then get back up in there, and it changes that second time around.
Absolutely. Sometimes you find, hey, this is when I go back up. This is what I'm looking for. You know, and so they're. Our girls did a great job in this inning of adjusting and putting themselves in good position. And now, you know, now the pressure's flipped, and now it's on I about said low-key, but for some reason, on Ampo.
And smokes the ball to short, but gets throw in time. So third out, but your Lady Comets put 4 big runs on the board, and they lead 4-2 over the Lady Panthers. We'll be right back here for the start of the 4th inning on HintonComets.tv.
Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
2 words, cashback. 2 more words, you're welcome. Remember that jar in your dresser where you would throw your loose change at the end of the day? Then occasionally, you take the jar to the bank to have it counted and enjoy a bit of a surprise to find there is more in there than you thought. That's Square One Banking, the account with a virtual money jar, and it's offered exclusively by Legacy Bank.
All right, I want to welcome you back here. Lady Comets leading 4-2 after the last inning, put 4 big runs on the board. Maddie Hamilton fires one in there for a strike.
And like you know, what we'd love to see right here is just a quick 3 up, 3 down. Let's get back to bat. With that hot inning we just had, put 4 runs on the board. We want to get out of here and see what we can do.
Fly ball out of play as a fan tries to make a hat throwing snag.
I'm not gonna lie, I might have lost my mind if he'd have caught that with his hat back up in the air.
We're thankful for that cloudy weather there too.
Man, we've been catching some breaks whenever you and I have called games together. We may have to do this more often because every time we've gotten some cloudy, you know, nice little breeze. So I don't know, man.
Tell you, makes my job easier when you're up here too. I like having another perspective, especially coach.
Yeah, it's no, this is a lot of fun. I'm so glad that we got to partner with Squirtle last year and got this going, the streaming, and you know, it's a work in progress, and everyone's trying to get a little better at it every single time we do it. But man, it's fun. It's a lot of fun seeing our kids that you see walking the hallways, and you know, you see them on a day-to-day basis. Then you get to see them come out here and compete in a different environment, and you know,
in there for a strike.
That's a good start right there.
One away.
You know, yeah. So you know, just kind of finishing up what I was saying there. You get to see these kids in a different element and see them, you know, see something that they work so hard at and are so passionate about. It's pretty awesome thing that we get to do here. So I'm glad we get to share that, and I'm glad more people get to watch our kids play.
All right, 1 out here, nobody on. In there for a strike. Good first pitch. And again, now that something that Maddie a lot of times hasn't been able to experience, so in these big kind of district games against first, second place teams, you got a lead to work with now. As drives one, third base side out of play, getting to pitch with the lead, getting to pitch with a 2-run lead here. So that's awesome. She's used to kind of keeping them in these tie games and these close run games, and now you get a little lead to work with.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean that's what. I'm sure every pitcher's best friend is run support.
Yeah.
I mean, a good defense and run support would be probably the two things on their wish list. So defense has been solid, and now you got the run support. So now we just, we need to keep it going through the rest of this game. And other than a player or two here or there, I mean, we've fielded the ball clean. We're in good shape right here. I feel really good about the way the Comets are playing.
And after fouling one back in the box. Set through the wind pitch.
Try to get her to chase that one. I think she thought about it too. She kind of leaned in for it. I think she wanted to chase it a little bit, but
and now the script is flipped a little bit. Pressure's on the Ampo bats to get something done. As misses away, rolls off the backstop, and nobody on. No harm, no foul.
Yeah, and I'm not sure. The experience level of Ampo as far as are they junior, senior heavy, or are they sophomore heavy? I'm not real sure, but yeah, I mean you're right. That pressure now goes to your team. Great job by Alyssa right there. 2 outs. It's a different animal. Whenever you're having to be the one that's got to catch up, and you're facing a good pitcher, and now you've got to make some plays. Obviously Ampo's really experienced, been good at for a long time, so I'm sure they're prepared for this scenario. But long way to go. A lot of softball left to play here.
So through the wire with 2 outs. First pitch misses up. One pitch, line drive.
Good hit.
Good hit ball there, right to center. Fielded by Sophie Barrett. They'll hold the runner at first for 2 outs.
Yep, good job by Sophie. Come over and just keep the ball in front. Keep the runner at first. Like you said, it's a well hit ball. Nothing you can do about that. It's gonna happen here and there against a good team. Now tying runs at the plate, but we got 2 outs. So let's just get this out and move on. Get to the bottom of the inning here.
Set through the wind pitch. This is a wait. 1-0 the count. Again, this is where it's going to come to you. Same for Ampo, two outs. This is where clutch batting is important here. Last time they got the benefit of an error at second to kind of extend the inning, which might have got them, we might have been sitting at a 4-0 lead, but,
Yeah, you think about it. Like I said, it's
how softball, that's how it goes, though. Sometimes fouls that back. And that'll check number 5 back to first.
As we're in between pitches here, just a reminder, these girls will be traveling down to Apache here on Thursday for another big district matchup. So this has been a big week for these girls. And, by the time they get to the weekend, they're going to be ready to kind of take a breath and say, wow, that was a lot of intense softball this week. And, hopefully we just continue to play well this game and carrying over into Apache, who's number 1 in the district right now.
Yep.
The team everybody's chasing.
That hard hit ball here, playable though. Sophie Barrett gets like a live on that. Shows off the range.
Yeah, she's too fast right there. She's got that.
All right, so 3 outs there. Score still Lady Comets leading 4-2 over the Lady Panthers. We'll be right back here for the bottom of the 4th here in just a moment on HintonComets.tv.
Christianity is about walking by faith, living with hope, and sharing our love. And the greatest of these is love. We love God, our neighbors, and one another, and we would be delighted for you to come share the love of God with us at the Hinton Church of Christ, 307 South Spencer in Hinton, Oklahoma. Join us on Sundays for Bible classes for all ages at 9 a.m., worship at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m., and midweek Bible study on Wednesdays at 7 p.m.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Stream with Pioneer iVideo and more.
All right, bottom of the fourth. Swinging in, strike there. That's Alyssa Hale. In the box with Lady Comets. And on deck, Charlie Van Huss. As your Lady Comets currently leading 4-2 over the Panthers. Take a pitch. Goes bunt.
Oh, they weren't ready for that. If she could have got that to go fair with her speed, she'd have gotten on.
And that's really the funny thing is, last inning, that's where it all started. You know, I mean, of course you had the walk to begin with, but then just that kind of speed, laying down a bunt and showing off the speed, like they weren't quite ready for that. And
got a little meeting here with the umpires. Not sure what they're discussing, but when Demi got that little bunt that just kind of found the sweet spot there. It just kind of crept through, and she got enough speed to get on base with that.
Yeah. Oh, 2 set pitch, misses up for a ball.
Job by Alyssa to lay off that one. Those are kind of tempting when they're up there around eyeball level. You kind of, I can see it.
Yes, and then on those rise balls, it's always it's at, when you see it cross the plate, you're always like, why would you swing at something like that? But I'm telling you, as a batter, when it's a couple of foot away from the plate, it does not look up. It don't look up until you have committed to swinging that ball or that bat. A lot of times, that's what makes it so deceiving.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you spot it right.
There you go. That's way to battle.
Yeah, fouls that one out of play, but a hard swing. And some decent contact, just misses.
I'm not sure if we mentioned that when we came back on the air. We were talking about it between, but Ampo has switched pitchers here.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I got to mention that. Good job. Number 7 in the circle now, replacing number 25, Peterson. Fouls another one.
Job by Alyssa to stay alive and battle here. And, again, I'm sure most people know this, but a great thing when you see these girls go up here and battle like that. For Alyssa, whatever happens from here, her teammates have all now seen more pitches from this pitcher that's new into the game and can kind of start to gauge and get a rhythm of, okay, this is what she likes to do. And so, it's kind of an unseen thing in an at-bat sometimes that, the more pitches you see, the more pitches your teammates are seeing and getting us ready to hopefully put up a couple more runs.
Pulls one foul there, continues to battle. Another thing I'm thinking of too, strategy-wise, is, number 25, that Peterson girl, we brag so much on her. She's a prolific pitcher, great hitter. I wonder if number 7, especially on like bunt attempts, does she have a little bit more speed? Is she able to get to that, that roller more quickly to make the play there first? Did they try to take a little advantage of maybe 25 may not have the same amount of speed as 7 does? So something you may be thinking here, switching pitchers is, hey, they lay down a slow rolling bunt. Can my number 2 in the lineup get to that? She get to that ball quicker and make a put out at first? And just kind of something. Wonder if they've thought about that inning. Of course, maybe haven't, but
more of a defensive substitution.
Yes, more of a defensive. Yeah,
very well could be.
And just pass mistake there. Gets over the wrist, takes a nasty hop. And the shortstop not able to play it. So Alyssa Hale battles it out for a single.
But that's one of those right there where good things happen when you battle. Great job by Alyssa, getting up there and battling till she found the pitch she wanted, and then she put it in play. All right, and so hats off to her. Great at bat. Great job getting on. And there was an error right there. Took a little hop on her. That was tough. But again, good things happen when you give yourself a chance. Alyssa gave herself a chance right there. Great job.
First pitch, swing and strike.
Charlie wanted that one. You can see it.
He did.
She wanted that. And she barely missed it. Barely missed it.
Yeah, and continuing that aggressive approach at the plate.
And Charlie's a strong athlete, man. If she gets a hold of one, she's going to crank it.
Yeah. Shows bunt, rolls it down. That's going to move the runner over. Job done, or mission accomplished there. Yep. So with one out, runner on second.
That's a good job. Good job.
Brings up Alyssa Gomez into the box with a runner on second and one out.
And again, if we can get another run across, every run adds just a little more pressure.
Yes.
Just a little bit. Just crank up the pressure on them a little bit here.
Because two-run deficit for Aaron Pocasset, not out of reach at all.
No.
Woes one up, off speed, misses away. again, just I feel like I talk about this every game. The spot that Alyssa Gomez is in the lineup seems like she's almost always at bat with runners on.
Right. Yeah.
She's in that spot where she is depended on for clutch hitting a lot of the times.
Yeah, and you're getting later in the game, and those times where it's like, hey, we need to move this runner. Like this would be a big opportunity if we can get Alyssa home. So yeah, another opportunity here for Alyssa Gomez.
And their first strike. And of course, just having fun watching second base. Watching her get that lead. And
yeah, and again, we've got several girls here that have got speed. And so if we get it in play, we got a chance. Strike 2 right there.
Trying to get a fan's little cut of the action there so you guys can see what we're seeing. Kind of showing off that lead wind picking up just a little bit every now and then.
Sorry about that. If you're hearing the wind in your microphone or in our microphones, there's not a whole lot of wind block out here in center field.
Tries to slap hit one, pokes a bat out there, kind of body leaning forward there for a strikeout. So kind of a missed opportunity there. I'm sure something to kind of look over, talk some things over, and 2 outs here.
Got Allie up, yeah, two outs.
Good pitch inside, dots that corner. Tell you what, that's a good first pitch.
Yep. So
again, though, with 2 pitches, Alyssa Hell, she's fast. She's got speed. She plays third base for a reason, so she's fast. You put a ball in play here, runners moving with 2 outs, and this is a big time at bat. Misses way up with an off-speed pitch. And we'll try to keep that camera pan there just so you guys can see, because we get a ball in play and the action's going to be rounding third into home. So set through the line, big swing there for a strike.
Just a little underneath it right there. May have dropped her hands just a little bit. I'm not sure. Kind of hard to see from out here. We were just underneath that one. But Allie's had a good season so far this year.
She has.
She has really stepped up her senior year and really getting after it. So.
And a big swing and strike there. So number 7 kind of saves them a little bit there. 3 outs, so we'll be right back here in just a moment. Your Lady Comets still leading 4-2 over the Lady Panthers right here on HintonComets.tv, powered by Squirtle.
Live, recorded, on demand, all in HD. Easily find and watch your favorite shows and movies. Anywhere, on any device, perfect for the entire family. And easy to use. Enjoy Pioneer iVideo today.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just...
All right, welcome back here. Get ready for the top of the 5th inning. Little shout out to the Comet Crazy over there. They must be paying attention here. We've been doing, some senior spotlights and coaching spotlights, and Coach Holman said his favorite game day song was "Small Town" by John Mellencamp, and our Comet Crazy right here cranking that up between innings. So obviously paying attention to that. We also talked about during the break. We've been doing those senior spotlights. Great play right there by Charlie. Just great job making the routine play. Great job, Charlie. Our senior spotlights, and this week it was on Allie Bristow. So Allie, great student here, participates in cheerleading, softball. She's a great kid, great asset to our school, to our community, active in her church and everything. So great kid to spotlight, Allie Bristow.
And so good job right there. You want to keep the leadoff runner from reaching, you do. And so now you're at the 4 hole for the Lady Panthers. I believe that's Peterson in the box for the Panthers. First pitch set through the line. And there for a strike.
Great,
so
great
still
pitch.
attacking, you know.
Absolutely.
Hasn't changed a lot about her approach here. Still attacking, throwing strikes, throwing hard. As she's locked in, you know, I was thinking yesterday, I told Coach Holman after the game, you know, she pitched an absolutely awesome game yesterday. I said that's the best she's looked in a while.
Yeah.
And this is a good time to look the best you've looked in a while. You know, this is the week.
Well, I think as you go throughout a season, obviously you're going to have highs and lows and things like that. And you also, even just just your ability to have the stamina to get through games and stuff improves game by game. You know, those early season games, I'm sure, are grueling for pitchers and for players. And
1-1 pitch down the first base line, foul.
I'm sure no matter how much you pitch, getting your arm into game shape is a whole different thing. You know, we talk about it during football season with trying to get our players just into game shape, and that takes time. It's not something that happens real easily.
Big swing there. Strike 3.
Great
Maddie
job.
Hamilton with the K.
2 outs right here in the top of the 5th. Again, every single out adds that pressure, adds the pressure in this big game right here. So great job coming out being aggressive. Let's get this last out and get back up to bat, see if we can put another run on the board.
First pitch in there for a strike. You know, and I'm always thinking as a hitter, like, especially in these late innings, like this may be, it's added pressure because this may be my last time to bat.
Yeah, this may be the last time I get to contribute something for sure at the plate. So
fly ball.
let's make this
playable.
Play here, girls.
Charlie Van Hus gets a glove under it. Just misses. And that's probably more than likely going to be the second error of the game for the Lady Comets. Again, mostly clean defensively there. Just kind of lost it a little bit. Looks like it just missed her glove. As she was under it, she did a good job of kind of tracking back and getting to the ball and just kind of missed it.
And I think that, you know, that wind kind of plays games a little bit, but I guarantee if you ask Charlie, she'd say, hey, I should have made that play. I'm going to make the next one. So she'll shake it off, and we just need to get this out and move forward. But, you know, things like that happen. We just got to shake it off. And, you know, again, I always, I don't know, from the coaching side of it, I always think of, you know, when I'm here and I'm not having to actually coach the game, I think about the experiences of, okay, if like now here's going to be an experience that later on will hopefully pay off. Of like, hey, we had 2 outs, we got an error, it's a big game. Now can we step up and get that 3rd out? Or do we let it, you know, become something big, fester and become something bigger? So this could be a good learning experience right here for these girls.
Absolutely. Set through the line.
Ooh,
just misses, and I'm telling you, that's a pitch a couple innings ago. That was a strike.
That was close.
It's close. It's a game of inches. It's extremely close.
Hard hit foul right there.
Out of play, yep. All right, I want to welcome you back here. Just kind of lost stream for a second. I want to remind everybody, as we got 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. I want to remind everybody, anytime you lose a stream, just refresh that page, because I promise you we're working to get that going as quickly as we can. And I've gotten a little better at that over the last few games. So
doing the best we can.
Yep.
You know, sometimes everyone knows sometimes the internet doesn't always want to cooperate. So.
Yep. Flyouts in this game.
Yep. And that, you know, that's what good pitchers do. They trust their defense.
Yep. And going for second there, gets down in time. And I told you earlier, if she gets on first, you're going to get a stolen bag or two. She is just a bag thief right now.
She can go. Absolutely.
Just
Great
a
job.
dirt dauber bag thief right now. Just, you can count on it. If she gets on first, she's going to get at least one of those bags just about every other